Here? That's a nice Kashtira board you have there, sir. Just attack into your monsters and then, with Unchained you can just upgrade everything. And I should be pretty much back in a duel. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. So, new Unchained support. Who was expecting this one? It's really solid, really good, really solid. Two new level 6, so a red one, blue one, and a new Link one. Well, new Link 1, a new Link 2, but, a new Link monster. And it's fantastic support for Unchained. Couple of ways. I started off playing with Tour Guide first, but huge shout out to Coder for bringing up some evil twin shenanigans with the the Unchained cards, especially with the new ones. So that's really cool. So instead of the Tour Guide package, I went for the like an evil twin package for the most obvious reasons. So I think the deck kind of functions pretty much the same way now. Well, I was about to say, with this new support, you have more options. The potential option of a rank 6 exceed play, I'm looking at, what is it, DDD Caesar, the one that potentially negates summons, right, from your opponent, well, effects leading into summons, while on the other hand, you have, of course, the Evil Twin package with Trouble, Sunny, and, Kiskill, and Leela, etc. for a pop, for a draw, during both players' turns. Plus, the Evil Twin engine could turn on your Unchained package with, for example, popping a trap. So that's cool, like what happens here, but keep in mind, everyone is running, hand traps, so like these combos, I mean, it's kind of fragile. That's something that I definitely want to work on still. What does this new Link 2 do? It's a Link 2 that can only be made with double or two Fiend types, so again, potential Tour Guide, right, if you want, but there's more options as well. Plus, when it like hits the field, you can search like any of your Unchained monsters and add it to the hand. That's cool. Plus, when it's in the graveyard and the card on your side of the field is getting destroyed, you can banish that Link 2 to reborn another Unchained from the graveyard. So again, fantastic, because it could potentially work during your opponent's turn as well to reborn your Link 2. And as you know, your Link 2 can Link summon during your opponent's turn, so basically more interruptions. I'm not so sure about the DDD one, the King Caesar. I mean, it's kind of an extra, and it's not really that hard, simply because of the two new level 6s. The Fire one is the best one, simply because, like, I'm not so familiar with the names. Again, I'm just a beginner with this deck. Again, you have the best one that, Ashura, is it Ashura? I'm not so sure about the name. The one that, special summon from hand, pop something. It's very similar to the new level 6 one, the Fire one. Also has that effect, but, and that's why I think there could be a potential way to incorporate, like, a rank 6 play, when your new Fire one, your level 6 one, is sent to the graveyard, so that means for a Link summon, detached, or discard, for example, you can set an Unchained, is it trap or spell and trap? That's solid, right? That's super solid. So this new level 6, what is it called? Sharvara, this one, it's definitely a 3-off, while the water one is kind of like an extender. You want to Foolish Burial that to the graveyard, because it can reborn itself from the graveyard, and then pop something on your field. So it's a free level 6, basically. So that's cool, plus it can also pop like a spell and trap on field from your opponent. So I guess that's cool. This one, this one is really nice. Going second against Kashtira, losing some cards of my hand, or not hand, but deck, but basically from the engine, and that's why I guess Prosperity is a bit better compared to Extravagance, simply because you can pick your, your cards from the extra deck and you can dig for more options, right? Because I do main Book of Eclipse. So definitely going to banish 6, even though that's going to trigger the entire Kashtira engine, but I think I have to. Eclipse is getting revealed, so I'm still in a duel. I'm still live in a duel, but I'm going to lose, like, what is it, half of my deck? 14 cards? Yeah, like basically my full, almost my full engine, but there's still a life turn in the deck, so I can, still keep, or try to keep extending. Imperm as well, must be nice, and I think I still have one Unchained monster in the deck, but it's Soul, so that's nice, So here, that's a nice Kashtira board you have there, sir. Just attack into your monsters, and then, with Unchained you can just upgrade everything. And I should be pretty much back in a duel. Maybe I should have, you know, like, played around the potential Book of Eclipse draw. So Unchained of Abomination, popping the Kashtira Exceed, and now Unicorn is flipped phase up. I don't think I had any other options, but here, again, multiple, you know, interruptions during my opponent's turn. The Fire one is one of them. Pop the Soul of Disaster, that will reborn, I guess, the Link too. Yep, so that's a potential Link play during my opponent's turn, but Talents is getting revealed. Luckily, the 2 Talents draws weren't the best. Nothing, you know, too spectacular, and Unicorn is basically going to seal the deal because of that, you know, Link summon during your opponent's turn. So that's fantastic. So even though I'm super low on resources, this one I should not have won. I'm super honest. I guess, you know, these cards are kind of new as well, with the level 6 being a quick effect. And of course, you know, the shenanigans with Abomination. But currently, I guess the biggest weak point of this deck is the extra deck. There's just no space. And the fact that Kashtira is currently our meta deck, but again, by the time you're getting these cards, we're maybe like half a year further. You're kind of forced to like put some cards in the extra deck at multiple copies. Because again, your opponent is able to banish those, well, the Kashtira player is able to banish, you know, the more precious names, and that's somewhat hindering deck building by a lot. Anyway, going for the standard first turn play, the thing is that I should probably respect Nibiru more. There might be some lines where you could maybe go for Caesar first, or sooner, or potentially anything other to potentially, you know, not give your opponent a chance to Nibiru you. So go for the Link 3, and this was a disgusting game, like unbelievable disgusting. Like this hand is fantastic. I have multiple interruptions. Problem is that the potential Vishuda is there, or you know, Athara into a Vishuda, yeah, potentially bouncing back Abomination, and that's terrible. But Swordswell keeps pumping out resources, and even with all of the disruptions, the Vishuda still hits the board. Like, I don't think I could have played this a bit different, but I mean, I'm still in a duel, right? So let's see how it goes. Yugioh hits the field, and even like with all of those interruptions, you can still end on your full Swordswell board with Changying as well. And yeah, here, because the level 6 already triggered, sending a trap, it's not going to trigger again. The Ash Blossom is, I needed that one before. It's fine though, so I'm still in a duel, you know, reborn the level 6 water and see if there's any potential interruption play. Or place, and Yugioh is forced out, that's fine. But now, okay, Soul is indeed getting destroyed, so I can reborn something, and now I'm completely back in a duel. I mean, this is nice, right? The fact that your opponent cannot freely destroy your cards without, you know, getting punished, that's something I definitely like about the Unchained cards. Like this, like, I needed Ash to prevent Vishuda from hitting the field, right? But, well, you can just Desires and, you know, Vishuda, whatever, and go for normal summon Ash for Baron. So I was like, come on, dude. So use a search card, which is getting negated. So even though with one guard, like worst case scenario, that's indeed the, you know, potential Evil Twin line. So again, I'm still in a duel. Go for the full Evil Twin package, getting a draw, see what I draw. Here I probably should have searched one of the other ones instead of the Frost. That's my mistake. It's fine though. Now here is the biggest deal. The water Tenyi is still in the graveyard. So if I would have attacked over that one, I would have lost my, you know, my field. So I was like, okay, let's just use the Evil Twin Link, send it to the graveyard, and then, you know, keep what is it? The Kisikil on my side of the field to potentially reborn Lila and pop something, right? Because again, Swordswell, basically, that should be your game. Unless, of course, the top deck is Ecclesia. From all the cards, right, Ecclesia can dodge the potential Lila. So that's so terrible. So terrible. And now I don't think... No. Well, no, I don't have a follow-up play. Like, the trap is getting destroyed. I can special summon something from deck, for example. But, like here in this case, you can just go indeed for Monk. And then, you know, Athara getting back Moye and that game. Like, pick your hand. But like this one was definitely nice. Last one, going first, and like always getting impermed on the Evil Twin normal summon. Because I do have a couple of follow-up plays, still I only going to banish 3 and, you know, hit, and that's why the Evil Twin package is there, and it's probably better than like a Tour Guide package. It's that built-in, you know, package has a potential follow-up play if your opponent has an Ash or an imperm on that first normal summon, right? So some standard plays again, making sure that I can get the Link 2, the new one, the new Unchained one in the graveyard as soon as possible. And then depending on my extenders, again, I don't want to play into, well, I am playing into Nibiru, but I do have the Searcher. Oh, okay, I'm going to play into Nibiru full force. This one, I mean, that's the thing, right? I guess you could go for it. You know, ending on the Link 2, yep, that was what I was about to say. Ending on blue as well, another level 6, go for Caesar. And this is again a fantastic follow-up, or, you know, opening turn, having the Link 4 for tag out, having the potential Link play with Soul of Rage during my opponent's turn, Caesar to negate any summons right that activate. So again, that's basically game against the deck, unless there's a potential Eclipse or stuff like that, as we've seen before. But again, a draw, a pop, and you know, Caesar is indeed negating the whatchamacallit, the starter. And more, again, because of the fire one was detached, you can search or, you know, set one of the traps from Unchained, and this is more than enough to a deck per game. So, short set, again, apologies, I'm super rusty with the deck. There's been a while last that I played with Unchained, but like, this support is fantastic. It's really, really, really good. Does it solve the core problems of Unchained? No, not really, but it just gives them more options. So again, like always, feel free to leave, you know, your suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'm signing out. Peace.